Omega-3 fatty acids have become one of the most respected nutrients in modern longevity science because they influence the body far beyond simple heart or brain support. What makes omega-3s, especially EPA and DHA, so powerful is their ability to shape epigenetic patterns, reduce inflammatory aging, and enhance cardiovascular and cognitive biomarkers in ways that are both measurable and meaningful. Instead of acting like a single pathway nutrient, omega-3s help coordinate a broader biological environment in which cells function more youthfully and age more slowly. One of the most intriguing areas of research is how omega-3s influence DNA methylation, a key determinant of biological aging. As we grow older, methylation patterns drift, leading to the activation of genes linked to inflammation, oxidative stress, and metabolic instability. Omega-3 fatty acids help stabilize and sometimes even restore more youthful methylation profiles. In both cell studies and human trials, higher omega-3 levels are associated with methylation changes that quiet inflammatory genes while supporting pathways connected to antioxidant defense and cellular repair. This gentle modulation of gene expression, rather than forcing dramatic shifts, helps reinforce long-term metabolic balance and cellular resilience, a hallmark of slower epigenetic aging. Reducing inflammatory aging is another area where omega-3s shine. Chronic, low-grade inflammation, often called inflammaging, is one of the most damaging forces behind cardiovascular disease, brain aging, and overall biological decline. Omega-3s counter this process through multiple mechanisms. EPA and DHA compete with omega-6 fats for incorporation into cell membranes, leading to a less inflammatory baseline environment. They also give rise to resolvins and protectins, specialized molecules that actively resolve inflammation rather than simply block it. This is especially important because long-term inflammatory tone, more than acute spikes, shapes the rate at which tissues wear down over decades. Individuals with higher omega-3 status consistently show lower CRP, IL-6, and TNF-alpha levels, reinforcing the idea that these fats offer a deep and sustained anti-inflammatory benefit. These molecular effects show up vividly in cardiovascular biomarkers. In clinical studies, omega-3 intake is linked to reduced triglycerides, smoother endothelial function, improved arterial elasticity, and lower risk of sudden cardiac events. They help reduce oxidative stress within arteries and minimize the likelihood of plaque rupture, one of the most dangerous events in cardiovascular aging. People with higher omega-3 levels tend to have slower biological aging of the vasculature, reflected in measures such as pulse wave velocity and arterial stiffness. Because cardiovascular health forms the foundation for overall vitality, this adds a powerful layer of positivity to omega-3 research. Cognitive biomarkers tell an equally encouraging story. DHA, in particular, is a structural component of the brain and plays a direct role in neuronal communication, synaptic plasticity, and membrane fluidity. Higher DHA levels are associated with better memory, reduced rates of cognitive decline, and improved performance on tasks involving processing speed and executive function. Some studies suggest that omega-3s may help buffer the brain against age-related atrophy by reducing oxidative stress and maintaining healthier mitochondrial performance in neurons. Long-term observational studies consistently show that people who regularly consume omega-3-rich foods, fatty fish, flax, chia, walnuts, algae-derived oils, have lower rates of dementia and better late-life cognitive resilience. An especially uplifting aspect of omega-3 research is how accessible and sustainable the benefits are. Unlike experimental longevity compounds that require precision dosing, omega-3s can be obtained through everyday foods, many of which are inexpensive and widely available. Regular intake of salmon, sardines, mackerel, chia seeds, walnuts, or algae-based supplements provides the body with a steady stream of EPA and DHA that integrates naturally into cellular membranes. The benefits accumulate gently over time, gradually shaping a more youthful molecular environment without requiring dramatic lifestyle changes. What makes the overall picture so positive is the synergy between omega-3s and the body's innate healing systems. Rather than imposing artificial corrections, omega-3s support the processes that maintain cellular order, balance methylation, controlled inflammation, smooth cardiovascular function, and strong neural communication. These combined effects translate into slower biological aging across multiple systems, not just one. While no nutrient can reverse aging, omega-3 fatty acids consistently stand out as one of the most robust, well-validated tools for supporting epigenetic stability, cardiovascular longevity, and cognitive vitality. They offer a natural, gentle, and highly achievable way to support a healthier, more resilient aging process, one that feels aligned with both human biology and everyday living.